Hi friends, Mickey Makis here and welcome to Out the Back Door. Today I'm going to be making a lime cheese pineapple salad. Our family calls it green stuff. So come along and join me. This is one of those old-time salads that go way, way back. I'm sure you can find it in one of the church cookbooks. My mom used to serve this during the holiday season and that was about it. So it was a super special occasion to have it and we really, really enjoyed it. Well, I don't make it that often myself. So I decided, hey, it's almost Christmas, I'm going to make this for our family. And what it is, it's kind of a Jell-O salad. It's whipped, it does have cream cheese in it. And the nice thing about it is you can use it as a side dish along with your main entree, or you can serve it as a dessert. So, first thing we need to get going is I've got a double boiler on the stove here. I'm going to get the flame underneath it going. And what we need to get going in the double boiler is 1 cup of milk and 1 16-ounce bag of marshmallows. And we're going to be melting this down. Okay, I've got a few more marshmallows in this bag here. I don't want them jumping ship, so I'm going to let this cook down just a little bit before I add the remainder marshmallows. It also calls for a 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple, and the only thing that I had down in the pantry were rings and chunks, so I grabbed one of the can of chunks. I'm going to put this into the food processor and make my own crushed. Well, we have crushed pineapple. A couple more ingredients that you're going to need is you want 1 block of cream cheese. I don't know why recipes always call for 6 ounces when the blocks are 8 ounces, so I've always just put a whole block in. But you do want this at room temperature. You're going to also want a 3-ounce box of lime Jell-O and 1 package of plain Knox gelatin. Well, it doesn't have to be Knox brand, but you need 1 package of plain gelatin. Right now I'm going to start by putting my lime Jell-O into a bowl. I'm also going to be putting the plain gelatin into there. I'm just going to whisk the two together so that they're incorporated. I'm going to get my cream cheese ready to go. You're going to want like a hand mixer. You can do this in a stand mixer if you want, but I've just got my hand mixer out. You know, when I talk to a lot of different people about saying I'm going to make green stuff, the Jell-O salad, everybody's like, oh yeah, I make that, and it's got the cottage cheese in it. And I'm like, no, there's no cottage cheese in it. It's got cream cheese in it, but no cottage cheese. So we've all kind of got our own favorite green stuff salad. As soon as our marshmallows and our milk mixture are all completely melted, we're going to be pouring it over our Jell-O. There's always got to be 1 or 2 little marshmallows that just don't want to melt right away. We're just about done. But I've really got to keep a good eye on this because if I didn't continue stirring this, it would have cooked over. All right. This is melted well, and I am going to remove it from the heat, and we are going to dump this into our bowl with the Jell-O right away. Pour it over. It's like big marshmallow fluff. And what we're going to do is we're going to start mixing this in so that our Jell-O becomes dissolved. All right, a couple more things that we're going to need as far as ingredients. We're going to need either mayonnaise or salad dressing. I usually use Miracle Whip. Also, Cool Whip or whipping cream. And I had done pink stuff. Cran raspberry whip dessert. I'll leave a link to that above if you're interested in checking that one out too, because that's great for the holidays as well. That, I have found that it doesn't separate quite as fast when I'm using Cool Whip versus whipping cream. And most of the time I do use whipping cream. Ooh, look at that pretty green. Okay, that's dissolving well. All right, our next step is we're gonna put our cream cheese into here. Now, we are going to start mixing this. Start on low so you don't splash. And kind of break up that cream cheese in there. And we are going to keep beating this until it's smooth and creamy. Okay, that's all incorporated in, mixed up well. So now we are going to be adding our pineapple to it. Okay, and I'm going to mix this all together well. But we need to let this cool off before we start putting our Cool Whip and our mayo into it. All right, so now that the pineapple's all mixed in there and everything, I'm going to be pouring this into a container so I can start getting it to chill down. And when we get to the next step, I'll let you know. Okay, this is chilled enough where I am going to start adding, I've got 2/3 cup of Miracle Whip. I am using salad dressing instead of mayo. That's totally up to you which you would like to use. And then also I have 1 cup of Cool Whip. And I'm just going to fold those in. Now, being that we do have the package of the lime jello in there and the plain gelatin, that is going to help it set up and thicken, plus the marshmallows. We did melt them down, but they are adding to the body of it also. Okay, now that I've got this all mixed up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back into the refrigerator. I'm going to let this set up at least 1 to 2 hours so that it does get firm. Then you get to serve it after that. I'll come back at that point. Okay, our Jello salad is all set up. And I'm going to scoop a little bit up right now. And this is actually what it looks like. It's all set up well. Okay, so let's taste our lime cheese pineapple salad. Good stuff. Why don't you give this a try for the holidays? Or actually, this works out really well during the summertime too when you're grilling. So if you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and give me a thumbs up. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. So until next time, you have a wonderful day. God bless.